So Hybrid Theory used to be the name of the band.
That's right.
You changed it to Linkin Park. I'm just wondering why the change.
There were some other bands that had similar names, so instead of like going out and worrying about all that stuff, we just decided to change the name.
Rather than getting into a fight.
Yeah, we just want to keep everything cool.
Yeah.
So we all just like wrote a bunch of different names down on our separate lists, and I chose Linkin Park because it was a park that right by where I lived, and it just sounded good, had a good vibe. And when we brought it in and showed our lists, that one just stood out.
This is like your debut, and there's like 3 singles on a debut. That's quite the accomplishment.
6 years ago when we started and Mike and Brad were originally working on music on a 4-track, I think the point of everything was just to enjoy ourselves and do something that we love.
So this is it here, Hybrid Theory, and Hybrid Theory is the idea of anything with mixed ancestry. How does this title relate to the band?
Well,
or is it band related?
At first, what we wanted to do, we were kind of a hybrid of different musical genres and music styles. We're also kind of like a mix of heavy music styles and more introspective and quieter music styles too. You know, a while ago it was like people listen to one type of music and that was their thing, but now, especially with the internet where people can actually, you know, go out there and just find whatever they want to listen to, I think people's range of music is broadening.
Like you were saying, you got rap, you got electronic sounds on there.
Yeah, everything. We've got, I mean, if you looked at our CD case in the bus, we've got everything from like Earth, Wind & Fire and Led Zeppelin to like 9 Inch Nails and Deftones and like
right on.
And like The Roots, Black Eyed Peas, Aphex Twin, you know.
I just think it's like a very exciting time in music in the sense that like a lot of kids growing up today, I'm sure most of the kids here, like they don't listen to one type of music. They might listen to hip hop and harder rock and electronic music.
So the Rolling Stone magazine, I was just reading, it just comments on the CD. And they describe your sound as corn meets Kajagoogoo. That band, Kajagoogoo, from the 80s.
We were actually bummed out on that review because we thought we deserved much fewer stars than they gave us.
We were going for half a star.
I was shooting for no stars.
We wanted to be the first band that Rolling Stone just was like, sorry.
No stars.
No stars.
One of the things about Linkin Park is focus on the songs instead of playing a lot for live groups of people.
That's absolutely true. Like, we kind of came up with this idea that if we played a lot of shows with a lot of bad songs, then people would just think that we sucked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we focused a lot more energy on really trying to hone in our skills as like songwriters and really trying to push ourselves.
Content on here? Is it personal stuff? Is it stuff that you pick up from...
Mike and I share the responsibility of writing all the lyrics. So when we come in to a song, we try to pull bits of our emotional life and our personal life into the song.
Is there a song for you that you say, you know, now you know something about me that perhaps I wouldn't have told you?
I think Crawling is that song for me.
Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting.
Crawling is a really emotional song. It's got a lot of very deep lyrics, and it's kind of like admitting something that you don't really like to admit, which is, you know, having a problem with yourself.
New record, what do you want to do? New record, we want to write it. Right now we built a studio in the back of our bus, and we're working on the next album as we kind of drive from city to city. People have been asking us when it's coming out and everything. It's going to be a while. Like we really do want to take our time with it and make something that's really good. We want to do something that's just a little more mature and a little bit more, I don't want to say current, because we're not about like keeping up with trends. We're kind of just want to do our own thing and move that forward. So to bring us up to where we're at. we're perfectionists. You know, we really are hard on ourselves when it comes to writing music and most things like playing shows, whatever. And I think that this is something that we can listen to from beginning to end and be happy with.
My favorite thing about bowling is the gourmet drinks and food.
What are the places you guys fight?
We fight?
Yeah.
Physically, or do we argue a lot?
Argue.
We argue a lot, but I think it's pretty much good-natured. Like, everyone loves to play devil's advocate in our band. Like, if someone says anything, like, two people will go, well, why did you do that? Or didn't you think of another way to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to get anything done in that sense. Like, we all get along really well.
Say goodbye to Canada. Goodbye, everybody. Linkin Park.
Thank you for spending your day with us.
Thanks, MuchMusic.
We hope it wasn't too painful.